everybody, welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles, and I mean any kind of puzzles, let me introduce you to the ultimate puzzle. All right, so just a real quick story. I've been intrigued by these metal puzzles basically my whole life. I've got probably 3 or 4 dozen different kinds of these metal puzzles that I've been collecting for 30 years, I don't know, since I was a kid. And unfortunately, my pops passed almost 5 years ago now, and I found this lock-picking set in his stuff. And it's just a cheapo China set that you can get off Amazon, like 15 bucks, 10, 15 bucks, whatever. And I started playing around with locks, and I realized real quickly that lock-picking is like the ultimate puzzle. Everyone is different. It takes skill, practice, time. I started watching The Lock-Picking Lawyer, subscribe to his channel. Great stuff there. If you're interested in learning anything about it, definitely go check him out. Bosnian Bill's another one, Lock-Picking Noob. There's a bunch of channels out there. And I got this set here, which is even worse than that set, from an auction I went to a while back. And finally, about 3 weeks ago, I was sentenced to a couple weeks on the couch because of hernia surgery. So I jumped online and started researching lock-picking sets, and this set here that I got is from Lock-Picking Lawyer. He sells several different sets, but this was actually 3 sets in one. The Echelon set, the Genesis set, and a comb pick set, which I still have yet to find a single lock that this comb set works on. But it comes with much, much better tools. These original tools that I got, you know, the turning tools are garbage. They really don't do anything. I have found the turning tools or tension tools in the higher end kits are so much better. I mean, night and day. Literally, just the turning tool alone opens up a whole new spectrum of locks that you can play around with. So that's what I've been kind of tinkering with. And I know this is off the beaten path from what I'm normally, you know, it's different content, right, than what I normally put out. So I've been able to get all of those, no problem. Well, I mean, these ones here, these are what are called Lotto lockout tagout locks, and it took me quite a while to get the hang of them. Lock-Picking Lawyer has a really good breakdown of how these works, and even after watching his video several times, it still took me a while. Now I got the feel for these, and oddly enough, even though it's got a chintzy plastic body on it and a non-hardened shackle, one of Master Lock's best cores is in this lock. So they're great practice locks, but I pretty much got those down, no problem. But these 3 right here have been kicking my butt. This one in particular, and it's ticking me off because it's a made in China piece of junk. It's called Tri-Circle 265. I cannot do it. I don't want to say I cannot, I just haven't been able to do it. It's a 6 pin, it does have a low pin followed by a really high pin, looking at the bidding on the key. And I am sick and tired. I've probably got 5 or 6 hours invested in this one lock. You know, it's not like I'm spending my day doing it. It's like when I'm sitting in front of the TV watching the news or stuff like that. It's not like I carve out special time. Now, when I first started, you know, right after surgery, yeah, I was working on these locks over here just to kind of get the feel for the picks and how to use them and that kind of stuff. You know, and just honestly getting the feel for the tension and the pins and how the pin's supposed to feel, and then watch a couple videos on it and stuff like that. It's a learning curve, but man, it is a great little hobby. If you're just, you know, sitting down watching a movie or something, you don't even really have to look at the lock itself. Anyway, this one lock, like I said, has been kicking my butt, and just a closer look at the keyway here, or not the keyway, the bidding on the key. And the keyway itself, it's pretty wide open. I didn't see anybody rake it, but I did see somebody try to do this bypass thing. Apparently there's a little lever up here in the lock body that moves. That's what the core turn. When you turn the core, it moves this little lever that pops the ball out of the way and allows it to open up. And this one does not have a screw down in there to undo the core, but I did see this post on Reddit. This is how they close these up. See that discolored section right here? There's another circular shaped one right here. That's where it's called the Bible. That's where it sits in this. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm tired of fiddling with this thing and I wanna see what's going on. Apparently these have what are called mushroom pins. So there's like spool pins, serrated pins, standard pins, you know, those spools and serrated pins and barrels, all of those are called security pins. And apparently this has what are called mushroom pins. And I'm tired of dealing with it. And I'm kind of thinking that just because it's so loose inside of here, the tolerances are so bad, that's why I'm having a really hard time picking it. And I'm sure if I were to like mail this to Lock Picking Lawyer, he'd probably run through it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it'd pop open. But I'm not at that point, and I want to see. All right, so the guy that I saw tear this open actually drilled holes in that plug and then pulled, put some self-tapping screws in there and then pulled the screws to get it out or pried it out little by little. What I'm gonna do is take these are called studs for a stud welder for auto body work. You have this gun that you push against the auto body panel and it welds this little stud to the body panel, and then you can pull on it to pull out the body panel. So I'm gonna braze these to that plug and then use this slide hammer that is made specifically for it. These go in here and it's got this little cam wheel here, and once it gets in there, it's supposed to lock down good and tight, yep. All right, so this is my first time trying to TIG braze. But basically, I'm not trying to melt the base metal, I'm just trying to get it hot enough to where this will stick to it. No idea if this is gonna work now. That one looks like it's pretty stuck on there. Let's see. Holy shnikes! It worked! So there's our plug. A little brazing trick did the job. And there is the Bible. All the springs and such. Let's see if we can keep it to where just the end one comes out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so we can see, apparently that is what is called a mushroom pin. Just a type of serration, it looks like. Nothing crazy, but that would explain why I'm having such a hard damn time. There's such a deep cut in each one of these. That's what they all look like, all 6 pins. So once I put it back together, now I know what I'm dealing with in here. And I'm hoping that I can get the feel of these pins when they're set. Let's see if we can get this thing put back together. I gotta flatten it first, but we'll tap it back in. Not really sure what this one on the end is for. There's nothing in there. Huh. We'll set that there. So that was probably way more than a cheapo China lock deserves. But I mean, I'd say that turned out pretty darn good. Can't even tell. I mean, it looks almost identical to the other side now. Okay, now let's try to pick this thing. Now that we know what the guts look like. I think 6 is set. I'm wondering if 5 is just so freaking high that I'm actually gonna need. All right, so I think I'm gonna call this a wrap. I'll keep tinkering with this, and you know, just keep in mind, I was talking about this just being a silly little hobby, you know, puzzles, keeping me busy. This is not the norm. I don't normally come out here and work on locks, but generally I'm just doing it to gain a skill while I'm sitting on the couch. Don't waste your life away, you know, watching reels and, you know, quick videos. Most of what I watch on YouTube is educational of some sort, entertaining yet educational. That's why I like the Lock Picking Lawyer, Project Farm, and AVE, and Wrangler Star. He's kind of turned a different direction lately, but you know, so if you got any questions, thoughts, comments, or suggestions, go ahead and throw it in the comment section. But like I said, this to me is the ultimate puzzle. It's fun, it's intriguing, it keeps your brain active, and you can honestly just do it while you're sitting on the couch watching a movie or watching TV, the news, whatever. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you got any other channel suggestions or content suggestions, please throw that down there. I'm always looking for stuff to get into or try, you know, build, make, whatever. Hey, again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.